Well, good afternoon, afternoon.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Hey.
So,
Hope everybody's having a good day today.
this is a proof of life video.
Yeah. He's alive.
Oh, what a long 24 hours, guys.
Yes.
So, welcome to Arkansas.
Woohoo! It welcomed me proper.
Yeah, it's we're actually down here by the creek. We'll show you all the truck here in a minute. We was gonna let it set for one more day because it's still about to the top of the tires. But it looks like we might get more rain tomorrow.
Yep.
So we don't want it to rise again. So we're gonna get Uber after we record this. They had some errands to run. He had a job interview today, so they used their other car. They do have another means of transportation. It won't make it up to the mountain right now, but it is on the other side of the creek. And so I took them there so they could go to the interview and run some errands. Kids are good. Kids had a blast last night. If y'all watched SLRs, I talked about it a little bit today. But I'm going to put it on these guys and let them talk about the story because it's really their story to tell.
First thing I want to say is thank you, everybody, for your love and support and all your prayers. Honest to God, really, it was probably because of you guys with your prayers that made me out of this accident. I pulled up to the creek and looked at it and evaluated it, and I thought in the back of my head, you know, I've already crossed this thing 3 times today. I left for a few hours, and when I came back, it was a lot wider. But in the back of my head, I don't know why, something told me, you crossed it 3 times, cross it another time. I pulled out into the creek, and by the time I made it to the point where I realized I shouldn't have done it, I had already made the mistake, and it pushed me to the side. Pinned us up against the tree, and I got out. I realized there was not making it, and so I got on top, and I made a video. That was really, I wanted to have everybody see the situation that I was in, and that I'm learning out here. But now that I made it out and everything was okay, I can look back on it and laugh. It was kind of a stupid incident. It was a serious incident, but at least everybody's okay. And now that I went back and watched the video, I thought it was pretty funny. I know it wasn't funny, the situation, but I guess the way that I acted, it was hilarious. So, you know, you got to live and you got to learn, and we definitely learned a good lesson.
Yeah, that's right.
How
Even
about
though
you?
he didn't call his wife first before he made the YouTube video. But, you know.
Yeah,
I'm glad he's alive.
that's the part that tripped me out.
Yeah.
Was I said that from the beginning. It was crazy that he got up there and made the video before he called her.
Yeah. He's a true YouTuber, I guess.
That joker's crazy. That joker's crazy. Yeah, the thing about it is we talked all night long throughout the day. I had the kids. The kids were safe. They was able to rest and kind of take a breath last night. And basically we kind of look at it the same way. You can sit there and beat yourself up over it because he was apologizing to me and all this other stuff. And I told him, don't worry about that. I said, it's a learning situation. Now you know things out here are dangerous, but don't beat yourself up over it, because if you sit there and stress about it all day long and all night, the truck's still in the creek. You know what I mean? Stress ain't going to get the truck out of the creek. You know, it's not going to do it. The best thing to do is just stay calm, choke it up as a learning experience, be able to laugh at yourself a little bit. You know what I mean? Because stress is a killer.
Listen,
You
I make a lot of mistakes. I'm very accident prone, and a lot of times I learn things the hard way.
Yep.
But, you know, you got to learn. And
Live and you learn.
You live and you learn.
Luckily, you live.
And the most important part about this whole thing is I'm okay. I don't have any serious injuries. And like everybody's been saying, it's a material thing. It can be replaced.
Yeah, and that's what I told him. Whenever we tried to save it with Uber, or he did, I was on the other side of the creek, couldn't get. I was there yelling out, you know, things to do because he's never drove Uber before. After about 15 minutes of him in the water, I called it. I was like, dude, get out the water. You know, I said hypothermia is a thing here in Arkansas with cold water and cold weather.
Yeah.
And that truck ain't worth your life. You know what I mean? It is what it is. At this point, whatever damage it's got, it's already got. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But we're going to get it out the creek. We're going to check the oil and the transmission fluid. And if we need to drain it all, we'll do that. Hopefully it ain't totaled. But, you know, I don't know. He does have full coverage insurance, gap insurance, all of that stuff. That's another reason why, you know, there ain't no reason to stress too much about it. It's going to be a process, but you just got to go through it.
Yep.
You know, decisions got consequences. You know
right.
what I mean? Decisions got consequences. But they wanted to make this video right here to get out to as many people as possible, just to let everybody know that they're okay. And, you know, maybe somebody can learn from his mistake. You know what I mean?
Maybe, you know, maybe someone else watching this video that hasn't had the opportunity to make that decision between crossing the creek and not crossing the creek. Maybe you could take my experience and learn something. You know, this was the first time I've ever heard the saying, don't drown, turn around. Yep. I've never heard that before, but now I hope that saying reaches out to everybody and you really think about it before you do it.
Yeah, it was a scary situation while it was going on. And I think we all used humor to just kind of lighten the mood of the situation, because it was, trust me, nobody was laughing while it was going on.
Yeah.
You could believe that. It was downright serious and life-threatening. It was go time. Once everybody made it safe, you can take a breath. You know,
I tend to do that anyway. I'm not a very serious guy, and when things really get to that point, I try to laugh it off. Like I said, I got a lot of obstacles along my way, and I try to laugh them all off.
I will tell you this, out here living this lifestyle, if you take everything to the heart that goes wrong, you're going to be miserable out here, because rarely does it go right. Yeah. You know what I mean? Honestly, that's just truth. I mean, this isn't an easy lifestyle. Things are going to happen. It's how you react to them that makes it if you're going to love it and thrive out here or you're not. You know, because I promise you, if you let every situation that happens out here just beat yourself up about it, you're going to be miserable. You won't make it. You won't make it a month. Arkansas has a way of testing you as soon as you get here. It happened to me. It happened to Simple Life Reclaim, Country Road Cure. Mike just took it to another level.
But I bet you this, we're not going to let this stop us. We're not going to let this deter us from keeping our mindset. We're going to stay focused and keep on keeping on. And hey, it's another day. We got to be happy for it.
Hey, you have another day.
That's right.
That's what matters. At the end of the day, the kids were not displaced or anything like that. They were so happy to have a sleepover.
Yeah. Serenity wouldn't stop talking from the moment she got out.
Oh no, she told me, she was like, "You remember when I said I wanted to stay the night? Well, tonight's the night."
Tonight's the night.
She was ecstatic. Her and Scarlett are like best friends. It's awesome. All right, well, what do you think? Show them the truck.
Yeah, let's show them the truck.
Well, there's that truck. We got all their stuff out of their other car.
I mean, it has went down significantly, about 2.5 feet. The water was over the hood.
Yeah, the water was definitely at the bottom of the window and the top of the hood there. But as you can see, the creek is still pretty wide. But it was higher than I've ever seen it. It was way up there. And it was way up there where my truck was at yesterday. I've never seen it that wide.
Oh, look, there's your chain. I didn't lose it after all.
Yeah, there's one of my chains off Uber.
That was when
I actually got my boots on. There y'all go. Y'all are going to be part of a recovery. There's a block in there too.
Look, it's still hooked to the truck.
It's still hooked to the truck. Well, that's good. That means that you ain't got to get wet today. Woohoo! We can just back Uber up right here. See, your luck's already turning.
Lesson learned. Hey, but guys, once again, I want to say thank you so much for all the concern and all the prayers. It really means a lot to me. I love you guys so much. Y'all are my new family. And once again, thank you so much.
And trust me, this one right here is going to constantly need your prayers.
Yes.
Ain't that right?
Yes.
See
his
what?
conscience can't always be with him.
Yeah.
I'm his conscience.
And common sense. She's the common sense. They balance each other well. She's like a saint. I ain't even lying. The problem was he left his common sense at the RV and went on an interview yesterday, and look what happened.
Man.
When I seen it, I said, listen, did you pull up like I did and thought exactly what made you think that you could make that?
Yeah,
You know?
same thought.
She was like, if I was with him, we wouldn't have.
Yeah, the whole thing would have been avoided.
I told him I've been here almost a year and I've had my little setbacks and stuff like that, but nothing like this. He's been here 7 days and we already had a tragedy on Come On Mountain.
I tell you what, we don't do anything halfway around here. We're going to give it all she's got. If we're going to do good, we're going to do great. If we're going to do bad, not so great.
I've told y'all on this channel before that he goes 0 to 100. There's no in between. And that's basically what he tried with the river. He tried to send it.
Yeah.
You know?
And it sent me.
Yeah. He found out quick. In Arkansas, sometimes you might need to gear it down to about 50% and actually evaluate the situation.
Drifter down.
That's the part that got me on the whole on the short. That the expression on his face when he said that was classic. Classic. Yeah, it was classic. But I hope this guy's kind of lets y'all know that everybody's good. Everybody's in good spirits. It is a terrible situation. It's not good. There's nothing really good about it.
It's an expensive truck.
It's an expensive truck, but luckily it's insured and everything like that. But just to let y'all know that we're all in good spirits and we're not letting it beat us down. That ain't healthy for nobody. And we're going to tackle it, get past it, move on, and thrive. You know what I mean? That's what you got to do out here with this lifestyle. If you can't let every bump in the road stop you out here, or else you ain't going nowhere. I promise you. But all I can say, guys, welcome to Come On Mountain. All right, guys, until we see each other again, keep it real.
Bye.
Drifters down. Come on.
Come out.